What up, though?
Welcome, people.
Checking in.
You got your boy T Double. Time to talk it out. Your boy T Double in the building.
Let's talk about it and make sure you keep it on.
For sure.
Okay.
I'm always adjusting.
I'm excited. Where the hand clap at?
It's like that orange one.
Where's the crowd? Can we get some screaming crowd?
It's the green one, first green one from that side. At the bottom.
Oops. Welcome. We appreciate all of you guys for tuning in once again.
Welcome back.
I know we're supposed to already have everything ready and together. Please excuse us to get on this. Yeah. Because we're getting it together. Okay, this is episode 2, you guys. And it is a very special episode. I think. Anyways, I mean, we made it through the premiere episode. It's up on YouTube even, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
it's moving around, man. Congrats for that.
He making moves for thugs. Alright. So on YouTube, I'm trying to get the camera so I can put it even on my YouTube channel at this point. If I can stand it. All the editing and everything.
Oh, today is a good one for the people, man.
So, today, this episode is going to be a little bit of both bitter and sweetness, I think. We had a great weekend. I'm speaking for the both of us. Oh. I know I had a great weekend.
I mean, weekends are always good for me anyway, because it's the weekend. But, you know, yeah, absolutely. The weekend was good. How was you guys' weekend, by the way? Anybody want to just chime in and say, you know, anybody do anything special? Any certain spots anybody want to kind of point out that they went to? They feel like, you know.
In other words, leave us a comment below. Tell us what y'all did for the Valentine's weekend. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what you were saying?
Absolutely. That's how we starting it off, you know what I'm saying?
For me, this was one of the first Valentine's days that I actually celebrated. Honestly, anybody that knows me knows I'm usually by humbug.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm usually like...
I did hear her say something like that about that. That's funny. I was going to bring that up, but she kind of just did on her own. But yeah, that was just a week. Yeah, so Valentine's Day your thing now, huh? I mean, you I heard you say something about you like that wasn't even, you don't even pay that day no attention or something like that. I thought I heard, but then I kind of sound like you kind of changed your mind a little bit. It sounded like you kind of got shot by Cupid. That's what it sounded like to me. I don't know what it sounded like to y'all, but yeah, I guess that could happen. But you know, I don't know. I guess whatever you want to share with the people.
Love makes things happen.
I understand. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so yeah, like it was like yeah. it was different. It was fun. It was great. Like I'm still kind of relishing in it all. I mean, and you know, it was just us together. We went to Baker's.
That's cool.
I can share everything. I don't.
Yeah, that's cool.
We went to Baker's, and that was great because that's like legendary. You know what I mean? And I haven't been since like Oh God, I think I might have been like a teenager. So it was cool to go back as an adult and like really enjoy it because back then, honestly, I could have did what I wanted. I didn't even know what I was at, where I was at, what I was. You know what I mean? Like I think I might have been like 19. So I definitely understood it. It understood the assignment, and I understood the blessing that it was to be up in there on a Valentine's Day. It was nice to entertainment was nice. The man had to be a comedian and a singer because he was funny, to say the least, and he could sing. You know, it was nice. Then
Okay. Y'all take notes, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Then we went to the movies. I haven't talked about going to the movies.
That's a good one. Let's talk about it. What's the movie? Let's talk.
Yes, let's review the movie.
Let's talk about it.
Perfect segue, right? So, Black Excellence, Issa Rae produced. I forget the person who directed it. Issa Rae did not direct it. She produced it, but it was good. It was like the Female Friday. That's what I'm gonna call it.
1 to 10, what you giving it?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
You gotta give the people the movie. I don't even think they know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna give it an 8. Oh, duh. I'm sorry. One of Those Days with Issa Rae as producer. You had Keke Palmer and SZA as the leading ladies.
Okay.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like I said, it was like the Female Friday. Literally, like they rewrote Friday's script, modernized it, put 2 females, added an extra. It's like they put all of the Fridays together and plus some other stuff he was pulling out, lotto ticket, and it was just like it was almost like Don't Be a Menace, where it's like all of the movies put into one movie. But it was good though. I enjoyed it. At the end of the day, only one part really pissed me off and almost had me say F this movie, honestly. But then I had to think about it, and it was the same thing in Friday, like. And I was too young to really peep it, but like how Smokey and Craig both scared to do Debo. And the other one in the brown, they got punched in the eye. What's his name? Red. How all 3 of them scared of Debo? Like they can't just jump this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
that's what Red thought too, though. He said, "Man,
let's jump him." Yeah, exactly.
They didn't feel that way.
Yeah, so like the part in the movie, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert, I'm about to spoil this part.
You better fast forward 10 seconds.
Yeah, because I'm about to spoil this part. Because this is the only thing. How in the heck did the little chick beat both of them up at the same time? And then it got real dumb. You could tell it was like a movie. It was like supposed to be funny, ha, you know. Like, damn near like, with the sound effects in the background while the fight going on. She didn't boing them into each other and just, you know, it was not realistic in that way because ain't no way old girl was smaller than them, kind of like.
So it sounded like some cartoons or something.
Exactly. And she would have got beat up, like beat the F up, especially in Detroit. I think that was in like LA or something, but. Girl, bye. That part pissed me off. And then I messed around and seen the girl that looked just like her. Where was we at? At the restaurant. Fast forward. So what would you get a movie?
Oh, about like a 7.
Okay. So that was the movie. It was good. I enjoyed it. We went to an Imagine Theater. The seats reclined and all that. It was good. So fast forward to the next day, and we go to a restaurant that I have been wanting to go to for months. He just wearing me down.
No, oh no.
We went to Golden Palace, and it lived up to the hype for me. What do you say?
Oh yeah, it was lit. It was nice. It was nice. Yeah.
I would like to go back on a Friday or a Saturday to experience the DJ. I think I heard they even got karaoke now, so you already know. I want to go, but I got like uncomfortably stuffed full. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like I really should not have got that full, bro. Like it was bad.
When it's all you can eat, you might as well.
And I ate all I could eat, literally. I stopped myself from going back and getting dessert. They had like these popsicles bars or whatever, and I was tempted. I was really tempted, but I was like, I'm cold. It's cold. If it would have been summertime, I would have got one of them.
Yeah, that's something smart to have. You don't see that everywhere. You just don't see that at sit-down restaurants. Popsicles.
Yeah, so it almost makes me want to make sure that we go back during the summer. So yeah, that tipped off or finished off the Valentine's Day weekend for the travel bays. If y'all want to know what we are bays, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was great. We're each other's Valentine. You know, do with that what you want. I love him. He loved me. Well, we're a happy, friendly. Get it? Family friendly. I just made it up. Anyways, so, yeah, Valentine's Day was lit. I hope it was lit for you guys. Leave us a comment in the under the description box and let us know where you went, what you did, what was your favorite part of Valentine's Day 2025, okay? So, let's move on.
Moving forward.
Let's talk about some current events, some things that have been going on in our neck of the woods.
Dum.
Honestly, on a serious note, though, for real.
Yeah.
For real, because you really can't joke around about this. It has been... It has really been too much going on where children are in the news for being neglected, abused, unalived. Like, this is really getting out of hand. Talk about getting out of hand. This has been really getting out of hand. And I'm just really prayerful for the souls of these kids. I'm prayerful for our community because just within the last week, right? We got the casino kids. Wait, first, before the casino kids was little Zamir found buried in the backyard. His mother done buried the poor baby in the backyard. Come to find out, there had been multiple CPS cases on this lady, Michelle, whatever her name is, and I'm really mad that she got my name, okay? Because anybody that really knows me knows Michelle is my middle name, and most of my family members call me Michelle. So that was, and not only did other people call CPS, but the little boy even reported to CPS that the lady had choked him and wanted to kill him. And 6 months after he reported that to the CPS, what happened? She choked him and killed him. So CPS, and this is like one of many times within the last couple of years that I've heard CPS just straight failing these kids.
Yeah, they just lost it. They just lost it. They are not what they used to be.
And it just seemed like seem like they take kids from people who don't deserve to get their kids taken, and people who is really out here messing these kids up is keeping their kids. I just don't understand.
They taking them from the triangle. Yeah, I agree. They get involved when they don't need to be involved, opposed to the situations that they need to be involved in. They just bypass. They sweep it under the rug, and now it's starting to come to the light. Like, yo, this has been happening, and we have been reporting it to you. So, where have you been all this time? They just not been on their job. As far as I can say, is what I know CPS to be when I was growing up. It's not the same.
I mean, I've never been one to like CPS, even though my mom have never been neglectful or abusive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gratefully so. I'm blessed to have had a great mom. Like, we wasn't always. Oh, excuse me. We wasn't always rich or whatever. You know, we struggled, but half the time, especially the younger I was trying to see. We're not live on your page, just so you know.
That's what I kept checking for.
You know, we didn't have. I didn't just get everything I wanted. I had everything I needed and most of what I wanted. So it's just like to see these parents treating these kids like this. I just cannot. I just really. And they said that the lady had mental health issues or whatever. She had even reported that she had mental health issues. So she seemed like maybe even tried to get help.
She said that.
You know what I mean?
She
like
said that.
She almost tried to report herself. Like, I want to give one of my kids up. That was probably the little boy that she ended up unaliving. So I just really feel like everybody failed him, and like little Naziah, it's really a sad situation.
Yeah, it's been nothing but people just need to. We need to get back to what it used to be, where your neighbor used to look out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying tell people, kids, what to do, because I understand that people get away when you start to. It's a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Certain people feel like they want you to be a certain way when it comes to it. But if you just got direct connect, I would just keep a person alert. Hey, yo, I just seen your son over here, your daughter over here with some guy, somebody, a group of kids, whatever. I just seen them, just to let you know. People should get back to that. Back in my day, you couldn't walk around a corner without your mama or your grandma knowing where you was at because somebody told her. As soon as they seen you, it was you. She was one phone call away, and it happened right then and there. They didn't wait until they said, "Oh well, I don't know. They ain't my kids." They didn't wait until they said, "Oh, nah, something happened." "Oh, yeah, I did see them back then." They didn't wait. It was right then and there.
And it ain't that you gotta be letting the neighbors whoop your kids and stuff like that. But you should have at least a good communication with your community and your neighbors and the teachers, your kids' friends, parents.
That's part of
where
the
they feel comfortable enough to come to you, or you feel comfortable enough to go to them, maybe for help, resources, or whatever. Like, it takes a village. It takes a village. That's not just a cliche. That's not just a saying.
That's
like,
them
really
people. That's part of it. That's part of it. That's not just family.
Yeah, for real. Like, it really takes a village, and we got to get more involved with our neighborhood. papers. Like, it's no way that baby was supposed to have been out of school for a year. He told CPS he had been out of school for a whole year. Like, how? Where was the truancy officers? Is that not a thing anymore? Are truancy officers not a thing anymore? If anybody knows, somebody let me know down in the comments. Have any of our viewers heard from a truancy officer anytime within the last couple of years? So yeah, rest in peace to that young man. I'm praying for him and his entire family, including his mother, because she obviously has some mental health issues going on. She obviously felt like she didn't have sufficient support. Whatever. I mean, she was able to move and run down to Atlanta or Georgia, wherever she is.
Yeah, she got away immediately.
So she has some type of resources, apparently.
Yeah.
But still, I'm not here to judge. I'm not Jesus. I'm Jennifer. Okay. So I will just say, I'm praying for everybody involved with that situation.
That's all we can do.
That brings me to the casino kids. Right? I think that was, yes. The casino kids was next. Because it's another family after the casino kids.
That's another one. That's
in Pontiac.
But actually been going through it since from before them, actually. Kids in Pontiac been there for years.
By themselves.
They getting the meal dropped off once a week on the doorstep. I think they mama live in Georgia or something like that. Or something that where
what is we doing?
It was weird.
What are we doing with our babies?
These kids is the future.
I mean,
we just watching the future go to waste.
Like, why is it okay for us to just? I just don't understand. And then, like, another thing, there's just another case. All three of them cases, the casino kids. Okay, how is it that she said she had been living in that van for 5 months with her mom? Now, this hit home. This situation with the casino kids hit home for me, for real. I'm gonna be 100% honey because so many reasons. Okay, first of all, my mama used to love the casino. My mama stayed at the casino. I never forget the first time. And yeah, Mom, I'm telling your business. If you watching this, you probably looking for me to be live on my page, and since I'm not, you might not be seeing this right now. You'll see it later. I remember the first time my mom didn't come home at night, all night. I was 15 years old. My little brother must have been 7 or 8, and I was devastated. Like, I was so nervous, so scared. I thought she was out of here. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was dead. I ain't even gonna lie. You know? I thought my mama was dead. Because who don't come home at night? You know what I'm saying? This was before telephones, cell phones, not before complete telephones, but before cell phones. Me and my little brother standing there in the doorway, in the window, like, done called everybody.
Yeah.
I done called everybody. I'm the big sister. You know what I'm saying? And her butt come walking up the steps, and I'm just like...
It was the next day?
It was the next morning. Maybe like 9, 10 o'clock. I'm like, what?
So y'all ain't go to sleep?
I I think I probably fell asleep and woke up and she still wasn't there. And that's when I really got to panic. You know what I'm saying? Because I was used to her staying late. But I would go to sleep and wake up and she would be there.
Right.
But now we went to sleep and woke up and she still ain't home. So it's like, oh no, what is going on? I done called everybody or whatever, and so this is why me and my friend Kainisha was saying that we don't believe that they was out there the whole night. We believe that the mama and the daughter was at some point inside the casino.
No, they said that's what they trying to bring back cameras for, because the lady on the news, she asked that as well. She asked that exact question. She said, well, is it some point in time that they could have been inside the casino and just came back? And that's what they came back to.
They came back to, exactly.
So the reporter that was actually reporting it at the time, she didn't have an answer. She said, we don't know. That's what they're doing investigations for. They're bringing back cameras. They trying to see how often the van is even there, to see is that somewhere that they going to sleep at for
frequently,
real every night, or is this, you know what I'm saying? Is
this
this
that
a
night
made
they
up
went
story?
to the casino. And here's the thing: the mom don't look too bright. Okay, whether she got something going on mentally, whether she got some external things involved in why she don't look so bright, but she don't look so bright. So she might think she gonna get away with something. She might not have taken into account all the cameras and everything. You at the casino. That's some of the most heavily guarded and surveilled property on the planet.
One thing y'all better know is downtown is like that. Downtown, it's so many cameras,
man,
downtown, to the point where walking around, just random buildings got cameras hanging off that see you. I know this from experience. I know. I got receipts. So.
Yeah, and I think that the police, the prosecutor's office, all that has been real quiet, and I think we're going to hear from them soon, though, because I don't believe I don't believe that they was in that van that whole time, and I don't believe that they are going to just let that go as like an accident or whatever. She's going to get some type of neglect charge for sure.
They not, but the thing is, you got what they want to do is get everything the first time. They want to have it all right the first time.
And they gonna let her be out here thinking that she
absolutely.
She can do this, cause she that brings me to the next thing. She probably was already an addict in some type of way. She looked like she was an addict if it wasn't nothing but smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? She on something, right? This tragedy is gonna send her straight to a bottle, straight to some type of drugs. It is, because it's messed up. And then the higher she get, the more she gonna get to doing this. Nah, I follow Mark After Dark, Mark DeAndre, whatever his name is, that was following the Naziah Harris case. His time, he came across my timeline today, and apparently he been involved with the casino kids, investigating that or whatever. And somebody sent him some information about the cousin of the casino kids. Apparently, she is setting up a GoFundMe. She have set up a GoFundMe for the casino kids' remaining siblings and the parent to try to help get them off the streets. But come to find out, I guess yesterday, the cousin and the mama got into a drunken argument. The mama have revealed that the cousin who put out the GoFundMe have prior charges or prior arrests, prior convictions for embezzlement, and she says that she have not given her none of the money from the GoFundMe.
I think she might have was the one on the news too. That makes sense because they was talking about a GoFundMe when they was sitting down on the couch, and she was saying, "I'ma start it," and she wasn't. I guess she was like the cousin. I think that's what that kind of announced her as, like the cousin.
So yeah, apparently the cousin is not trustworthy, from what they're saying. And I'm just like,
people is using these kids to come up, and it's crazy. My whole intake is just kids are being failed the long way because people are jumping off the porch, as they call it, and jumping into a puddle that you can't get out of, where you shouldn't have jumped in that spot. You should have moved around first. 9 times out of 10, people have the opportunities to change the situation that they in before they get into it. But people are remaining content and staying in a situation that's leading to tragedy later because you didn't want to be in a situation from the beginning. We just gotta just take it for what it is. Just be real with each other and be real with ourselves. And we gotta really use our brain when it comes to these kids. These kids are way more advanced. It's way much more technology than it was when we was young. It's so much more stuff that they got that we didn't have. So we really got to turn it on when it comes to these kids. We really got to pay attention to these kids. We really just got to just be in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if we don't do it, we obviously see what's happening to them. You know what I'm saying? If we not the ones that's protecting them, they being taken advantage of. So we just got to move better, man, as a whole, and that's as a unit. That's just as us, as black people. We just got to move better. Because that's just sad, and it's just a bunch of sad shit back to back to back. And it's all dealing with kids mainly, and that shit is just sad. Like, we got to change that.
Because they can't do nothing really for themselves. So it's up to us.
Yeah.
Literally nobody else. And especially when they your own kids or grandkids, like, I'm so grateful for the one I got. Sometimes I be like, dang, I should have had more, but the one I got, I cherish. Okay, I'm trying to get that.
Well, I got more than one, but, you know, same here, though. You know, love them all, but, you know, it's always room for improvement, I feel like. So we just always got to remember that. As a parent, there's always room for us to improve. There's always somewhere we can do a little bit better. And I feel like as long as we remember that, man, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, because there's no, I was going to say there's no instruction manual to parenting.
I mean, it's not.
But there kind of is. It's called the Bible. Let's just put it out there. too many of us run from it. Don't consult it. Don't consult the Lord in prayer.
I think that's more of a life manual than a parenting manual.
Parenting is life, though. It's a part of life. It's a very important part of life.
You can go through life without having kids. So don't that mean you was never a parent?
That means technically you was never a biological parent. But most people that don't have kids parent still. It's like we just talked about the village. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
And still, like I say, it's a part of life. It's not one thing in the Bible, or it's not, you know what I mean? It's not one type of person that can get instruction from the Bible, like a person with kids, without kids, married, unmarried. It's something in there for all of us. So, as a parent, I just feel like too many of us stopped going there for guidance, you know, for whatever reason. So many lies been told about the Bible that cause us to, you know, not trust it. And so a lot of us end up going at parenting thinking that we don't have a manual and going at it on our own. At some point, you know, you may bring it back and say, like, okay, now I just got to take this at face value. It's more than just about the parent part. I got to keep this child alive. I got to keep myself alive because I be done jumped off a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Or I be done killed this kid. You know what I'm saying? But if you are already rooted in the word, it's not without any type of problem or issues. But it's easier. It don't be that bad. That's how so many of us that, you know, at some point feel like I could just strangle that kid, right? The kid do something so bad, you think to yourself like I could just, but you don't actually do it.
Some of us don't.
That's what I'm saying. The majority of us don't. Majority of us ain't burying our kids in the backyard. Just saying. Majority of us, we might be pulling our hair out. Like I said, you might want to kill the kid, but you ain't gonna kill it for real. James, what up, though? Time to talk it out podcast in full effect. Check us out on YouTube, Riverside, and our Facebook page. It is tagged in this live. And so, like, honestly, I just want to, like, pray for all them kids. The casino kids, the Pontiac kids. How many of them was it?
I think it was two girls that was sleeping on pizza boxes.
The Pontiac kids. Zamir and Naziah, God rest their souls. And Zion too. Zion Harris. What was that? Zion? I can't think of her last name right now. But her too. And for all they loved ones, prayers up.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, this is just unnecessary. It's a lot of unnecessary going on, for real.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as for that GoFundMe though, for the casino kids, I don't know. I hope if there, because I haven't even really followed that part of the story. I don't know if it's been a lot of money put into it or what.
I'm sure it's getting up there. If it hasn't been, I'm sure it's getting up there. Because look at the situation. Who wouldn't? Who's not? You know what I'm saying? A person who don't got it, that's not able to donate, is not donating. Same as to them other kids. The police said when he walked them two girls out, it was hard for them to walk because their toenails was so long.
Oh my God. Talking about in Pontiac?
Yeah, he said they wasn't groomed for so long. Like what? Like this is years of y'all just being. You can't even use the bathroom.
I cannot. Like I just. All you can do is pray. All you can do is pray and be the change you want to see. And that brings me to this. A lot of the men out here, first of all, shout out and salute to active fathers. Okay, active fathers. You guys are so important, are so vital in the upbringing of children. And like I said, you don't even have to be a biological father to a kid to be an active father. Like my cousin Travis is an active father to my daughter when her daddy is not. You know what I mean? She can call him for something before she can call her real father and have faith that she can get it. My cousin, my mama's cousin, as a matter of fact. So it's like her cousin twice removed or something. Okay? Is more of a father to her than her real father. More consistent in her life than her real father. Her real father recently tried to get it together. You know, he's still trying. We praying for him. We not saying nothing but the truth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to allow God to provide for you in other ways because what you think is supposed to be ain't, right? So, to the active fathers, first of all, salute to you, thank you. But what I want to encourage y'all and call y'all to do, a call to action, is to hold these men accountable. Don't allow them to give excuses like the casino kids dad gave. Those were no excuses. He had an excuse for everything. And none of them really made sense. And the fact of the matter is, a child got two parents. A child got two parents. Desmond, what up, though? A child got two parents, and it is the responsibility of both parents to check on them kids to make sure that your kids is good, whether you with the parent, the co-parent or not. So for him to say, "Oh, she called me while I was on the treadmill at the gym and told me my kid was dead," and to say it like he had an attitude.
I think what really did it for me, and I have heard people try to justify this very moment and say, "Oh, well, you know, you never know what his situation was. He could have been living with somebody, this, that, and the third." As I don't care about that. Let's just be for real. I don't care about that, right? For him to say this is what really made me mad. She don't know how to ask for me to get the kids. You didn't ask me like you was homeless. You asked me to just get them. Asking me to get them and asking me to get them because you ain't got nowhere to go is something different. What you mean? asking you to get them period is the same thing any way it go. It ain't like you doing her a favor, because those are not, you not just watching them. Those your kids. You're not babysitting, bro. Your kids that you say you sitting here, that you hold, that you miss holding, you ain't about to pass up the opportunity. You about to be like, all right, bring them over here then. Shit. Homeless or not.
And any female that you with that's got a problem with that, she need to be left right where she at. If your girlfriend, other baby mama, wife, whatever it was, if, thank you, love you, Crystal, if she was not willing to take your kids in, or if you felt like you wasn't comfortable asking her to take your kids in, then you should have left too. You and your kids should have been at a room. You lived in Novi, you at the gym, you got a couple dollars, let's be honest. Go get a room for you and your kids until you can get a place for you and your kids. So you can now be a custodial parent for you and your kids. So at least that baby mama got 2 less kids that she got to worry about if she need to go stay with somebody. You know, even if it's just for a while. But that should have told you that wasn't the woman for you if she had a problem with taking your kids in. And it's time to start over and find a new stepmama for them.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me see. I don't think my Wi-Fi
I definitely agree. I just feel like that's not an excuse for you to have something real to say. And I ain't a person to pick no sides because kids die behind this, so this ain't about no sides.
I'm on the side of right. I'm on the side of the kids. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
We passed that. It ain't about
because
that.
It's about compassion for the parents.
Right.
I agree. You know, we not Jesus.
But I'm just saying some real shit. I would have felt like, you know what?
Accountability.
Maybe that's some real shit. But for you to say she don't know how to ask, who are you? Why do I have to ask you a certain way for you to do your job? That's just, I ain't saying that it's gonna be every time that you about to be like, yeah, I can get him right now. Yeah, I can get him right. I ain't saying that.
Right, so she could go shake her ass at the club or something like that. That's understandable.
I understand. Listen, I understand. When you can't do it, you just can't do it. But it ain't no way. 3 months. You said you seen her around the time that you noticed she was homeless 3 months ago. Around time you felt like you noticed that that's what it was 3 months ago. And she's been asking you continuously since then. And you noticed this. And you still said no because she ain't tell you she was homeless.
Right. Right. And like who she obviously didn't trust you. You know what I'm saying? She obviously didn't trust you. But at that point she didn't have no choice but to ask you to get your kids. It wasn't your business why. Nah. Let's just put it like that. She didn't have to put her other kids' business in the street to the fact that they was homeless. She didn't have to put her mama business in the street to the fact that she was homeless. That ain't your business. Get your kids. Get your kids, bro.
That's it, yeah. That was my only thing that really once.
You live it, no.
Oh no, go ahead.
No. I talk too much. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say once I reached that part of the interview, I just kind of got mad. And it's some stuff that she said to make me mad too. And I'm not bashing nobody. I'm not bashing an individual soul. I'm just speaking from my perspective of what I feel like, you know. But she said some stuff that made me mad that just didn't add up. The mama said some stuff that made me mad that just didn't add up.
The grandma?
Yeah, the grandma, yeah. She said...
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they're trying to save face. They don't want to make themselves look as bad as they really are. They lying about something.
They lying about leaving them in that car unattended like that, expecting them to be warm. That baby had on a diaper
and a onesie.
And a onesie.
How?
And freezing weather.
Like, how is that even cool? And then another thing, when they turned around and said, okay, after the first baby expired, okay, they called for help, took the baby to the hospital. As they at the hospital, or as they on their way back, or when they got back, or something, at some point they realized that the second baby has expired. Why wouldn't y'all all leave out the car? You mean to tell me you came back to the casino? You came back to the casino? Nobody thought to get the other kids out of the car straight away?
It's just a lot more to it. It's really it's a touching story. It's a lot to it. But I just hope that it's enough for people to really wake up, like pay attention, man.
It makes me mad the more I think about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it makes me sad too, because like I say, I've been there. You know what I mean? Like, I've been evicted. I've been homeless. I've been in a shelter. I've slept in my car. I slept in my car by choice, though, honestly. I had 2 houses when I slept in my car. And my kid wasn't with me. You know what I'm saying?
I was getting my kids on the weekend sleeping in my car.
You know what I'm saying? So it happens. It's understandable.
We wasn't sleeping in the car. Let us be clear. When I got them, we had somewhere to go.
This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, your kid don't have to know you sleeping in the car for you to be sleeping in the car.
But that's that's the lifestyle I was living, and I still was getting my kids, and we was making it happen. And that's basically all I'm saying.
That's the duty of a parent, and that's the sign of a good parent, where the less your kids know about the struggle.
Bingo.
It's gonna be a struggle.
Bingo.
But the better you're able to hide it from your kids, as far as, because you're making it comfortable for them.
Bingo, yep, that's the deal.
The better.
Yep.
And that just takes a little bit of effort and a lot of bit of prayer. Because it's not just a saying or a cliche. God gonna take care of babies and fools. You get your kids to pray too. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta know you struggling to pray. You should be teaching your kids to pray anyway. You should be teaching them to pray when things is going good. So that way, when things going bad, you ain't gotta tell them. You stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. You stay prayed up, so you ain't got to I'm scrambling to pray. You got to always be prayed up. And not saying they wasn't. I don't know them personally, but I'm just saying. I know God radically answers the prayers of children and of adults who come to him with childlike faith. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. And being righteous don't mean you being right. It means you're on your face, submitted, and understanding that he is in control. That's all you can really do, because evil is out here. The devil out here working. And it's a fight for your soul, your mind, will, emotions. That parent that buried her baby in the backyard, the devil had her soul. She was possessed. Had to be. Her mind, She had lost it. Her will to continue to raise her kid and be a good parent, she had lost it. Her emotions was all over the place. She had lost it. She had lost her soul. And if you don't stay prayed up, that's what you leave yourself open to. And there's so many ways that the devil is getting into people's minds, wills, and emotions without us knowing. He's disguising it as simple stuff like music, simple stuff like TV shows, simple stuff like the wrong podcast. You know what I'm saying? You get on here and these new age people talking about, all this, all these other ways to get what you want that's not through God and the Holy Spirit. Hey, Jill. When you get to listening to too much alternative ways, manifestation and all this that's not rooted in the Holy Spirit, too many other spirits that's not the Holy Spirit, you leave yourself open to the enemy, man. So I just really pray that, number one, God continues to keep me and my family and all my loved ones, all y'all watching, everybody that can hear the sound of my voice. I pray that you guys are covered by the blood of Jesus. I pray that if you don't already know him, that Yeshua shows up and shows out in your life so that you can know what to do when you're attacked by the enemy. You got to put on the whole armor of God. And if you ain't in your word, you won't know that. And you will be left, your kids. He want to steal your kids more than he even care about you. If he can get to your babies, he messed you up and they gone. That's a 2-for-1. So, I just, I pray that we can stay rooted in the word and rooted in prayer, that we, all of us that really believe in God, that really believe in the power of prayer, can collectively come together and pray for the children of the city of Detroit and surrounding areas. The whole country, really. The whole country is under attack. But, I'm a Detroiter, so we need to be the change we want to see and work in our communities. So I want to talk about the babies in Detroit right now, because I feel like over the last, in 2025, these babies for sure have been attacked hard. And really for the last few years.
Yeah, that's been going on.
Yeah, for the last 3-5 years, it's just been a lot. It's since the beginning of the time, of course. But it just seemed like back to back to back.
Baby girl put her kids in the freezer in the King Homes. That was some years ago.
My God.
She living.
And why her name was a variation of Michelle too? I don't know.
It's just so much crazy stuff, and it's happening with the kids. If you don't have them, stop having kids to feel like that's gonna save a relationship, because that's what's leading to you don't want these kids later. You didn't want the kid from the beginning. Stop doing that. That's not gonna do nothing but make it worse. Just stop putting yourself in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no kid just popped up out of nowhere. Ain't no kid just walked up and said,
didn't drop it off.
Say, hey, yo, you my mama and then you my daddy. No kid ever just did that in the history of niggerdom ever. I've never seen that happen, and I don't think it ever will. So we put ourselves in a situation. Let's just stop putting ourselves in a situation. You know what I'm saying? And overall, let's just think about it, what it is. It takes a second to think.
It's definitely mental health, but Angelica says that's not the issue, it's mental health. Yes, but the thing is accountability. That's the issue. Because we all got mental health. We all have mental health. Now, whether you have good mental health or bad mental health is two different stories. That's relative to your situation. But we all have mental health that we have to take care of. The problem is people that are neglecting their mental health, that are ignoring their mental health, that then you got the flip side, you got the government that people are even, we just talked about how this parent, Zamir's mother, if that's how you say his name, forgive me if that's not, the 9-year-old who was buried, his mother reached out and asked for mental health services. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people may not know where to go or how to go. They may be embarrassed. You know how it's a stigma in the black community with getting mental health services. We just now starting to really open up about mental health services. And this lady asked for help.
Yeah,
she said that she was feeling depressed. She, was feeling like she wanted to get rid of one of her kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, she asked for help.
He knew it was him.
CPS have been trashed for the last couple decades.
And he knew it was him. He was young.
The little baby told CPS too. After she reached out for help, the little baby told CPS that the mama choked him and wanted to kill him.
And then another problem is, I feel like if we blaming it on mental health, right? But then how far are we taking it with a person when we notice that they got a mental health issue, but we feel like, all right, but even if they got this problem, they still gonna do whatever as long as, you know what I'm saying, as we cool. Okay, so that means you are part of the problem as well, because you're okay in it, because you noticed it. You're okay. You okayed it as long as it fits. As long as it fits in your boundaries, you okayed it, and then you basically talked about it later once it turned sour. Oh, you need to go and get help. You got a problem. When all in all, it could have just been, hey, I noticed that this person got a mental health problem. If I'm going to continue to talk to this person, I'm going to encourage you to get help. That's what's going to make me continue to talk to you. If you're not going to get help, I'm going to leave you alone. Because obviously, this mental health problem that you got can lead into boom, 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 this, that, and the third. I just feel like it still comes down to we put ourselves in the situation, because you ain't just met somebody one day and y'all had a baby that day. You know what I'm saying? Now you could have got pregnant that day. You ain't had no baby that day. Your baby didn't just pop out that day. So during the time, now you gotta, even if you pregnant, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you put yourself in, the situation that you put yourself in, that y'all did together, right? You gotta look at all pointers, like all ends, like all corners. Like, you don't know this person. Okay, bam. That's red flag number one. If you feel like we about to have a baby together and I don't even know you. So now if that's something that you want to go through with, what you think you do? You take the time to now I kind of want to get to know you because I want to know who I'm having a baby by. As soon as you see red flags, then what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, in some way, it's accountability, like you said. I feel like in some way it's that, but I feel like, yeah, basically, we in a way, we got to be responsible for putting ourselves in a position. Like, we can't totally just turn the shoe and then just say, hey, it's this other person's fault because we did it and all this, but it's still their fault why this happened. I just feel like we still gotta put our part in there as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we just gotta be more aware of certain situations.
Well, Angelica says no blame. It's mental health. Accountability only works when someone accepts it. Everyone don't know how. Someone might not know that. That can go good or bad. You never know who you met. People are deceiving. Exactly. So, like, that doesn't even... I really... I don't know. I really despise when people say that, honestly, when it comes to kids. Now, when it comes to just, like, relationships, true, right? Because you could just walk away, and stop having a relationship with the person. But when we talking co-parenting, first of all, that's not always planned. 9 99% of the time, I want to say, especially with this generation of people, is not always playing with both people. One person might plan it to try to trap the other person, like you said, but it's not as often that couples is planning to have these kids. It's like you decide to have this kid. You know what I mean? Because it just happens. You know what I'm saying? So some people don't look at it like they have a choice. Not everybody is cool with killing babies because of what they did as an adult. Some people don't believe in abortion. So, you know what I'm saying? You stuck with this person as your co-parent, if nothing else. You don't necessarily have to deal with them in a romantic way, but this is gonna be that person, that kid, other parent, regardless of whether you like it or not. Whether or not they're gonna do their part, it's not up to you. That's not your fault. That's not in no way, whether it be a female or a male. A guy who end up with a deadbeat mother, a baby mother, that's not his fault. He chose to stick around and do what he was supposed to do. That's his fault. That's all he really can take responsibility for. You know. So I just feel like when people be like, you knew who you was good. Yeah, I knew who I was having sex with. That don't mean I was trying to have a baby. Not and yeah, everybody know you can't have a baby by having sex, but of course, not every time you have sex are you thinking this is gonna equal out to a baby. Most of the time you're not, especially when you having sex, protected sex, and it's plenty of people will attest to the fact that condoms break. So what you supposed to just kill the baby because this nigga ain't shit? No. No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Moving forward because that
You
was
don't
just
agree?
no, because then next thing you're doing is you're bashing him because he said I don't want a baby, and granted, okay, if you're having protected sex, he said I don't want a baby, the condom breaks, right? He had if you had great intentions to do everything to not have a baby, you don't know who you telling me you don't know who this man is right now you're having sex with. The condom can break and he can tell you blatantly, I don't want kids, to your face, write it in a text message, put it in a blimp. He can in every way tell you, in every way show you. And if one thing happens to the point where, hey, we was going at it, it was a night, damn, it broke. You got pregnant. Now you say, well, damn, well, shit, I ain't have. You better just do what you gotta do. Huh? You not you mind you you can be who you are, which means you can live by what you live by. That doesn't mean that, oh, you gotta go and get an abortion, oh, you gotta go and do this. It has to be something that's agreeable in the middle, right? Because how is he supposed to agree to say, okay, now since you got pregnant and I did everything, or you know what I'm saying, I told you in every way, we wore protection all the time. The one time that it broke, you got pregnant, and I'm telling you, and I've been told you, that's just not what I want. You telling me you can't get abortions, or you're just not doing that? Fine, right? That's you, right? What do you want him to do?
Take care of his child.
Bingo, right?
That's what he got.
And if he don't, then what?
Did he go to jail?
No, he's what? He's some
He
type
go to
of.
jail. I don't
He's
give a
some
fuck.
type of.
It doesn't matter what I say. He's gonna go to jail by law. He gonna go to jail because you can't do that. You can't just decide when and if you want to be a father. If biologically your egg meets that, your sperm meets that egg, it's nothing you can do now. You're a father. So if you decide that you don't want to have nothing to do with your child, that's your loss, but you're going to have to pay. You be better off taking your blessing that because you're going to have to be a blessing or you're going to go to jail. That's why it's set up that way. Because men think that they can just walk away from a life just because they said they don't want to be. You shouldn't have had sex then. Anytime you have sex, you know it's a possibility you're going to have a child. That's the whole point of sex. The whole reason God created sex is to procreate, not for your physical fun and for you to bust a nut. It's for you to have a child. He said to be fruitful and multiply.
So how many times people having sex just to bust nuts opposed to how many times people having sex to have children?
But that's on you.
I'm asking you about the people. I'm not saying me.
And then just go off when shit get real.
I'm not saying me. I'm just saying
I'm just saying that's on you as the man. I'm not saying you. You, from what I've known you and seen you to do, is take care of your kids. But I'm talking about just men who just think that they can do that. You can't. That's why you're supposed to be abstinent anyway. You ain't supposed to have sex outside of marriage. And that whole reason for that is because if you in a marriage, then you know you're going to take care of your kid. It's supposed to be known that you're going to take care of your kid. So it's not and then at the end of the day, you talking about that's on you. No, that's on that kid. That's on that kid that this man who got this mentality that you talking about is leaving out here fatherless.
Because he feels set up.
Who set him up? The kid?
No. See,
my point is
way past.
So why would the kid have to be? Why do the kid have to be neglected and turned back on because the mama chose not to kill the kid? This is not making no sense.
Right. You're absolutely correct. So if a mother didn't want to have a kid and the nigga took the condom off and he busted you and you got pregnant and you got an abortion and he was mad, would you be wrong or would you be
wrong
right?
As hell? You wrong.
Okay.
In my opinion. You wrong.
Understood.
Yes. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I think you're wrong. You got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I think an abortion is wrong, period. I'm going to just put it out there. And I've had one.
Everybody got that.
But I think having an abortion is wrong. Period.
I mean, hey, listen, to each his own. Everybody got their opinion. You're not wrong for an opinion. Whoever said that opinion was wrong. You feel me? Like, anything can be right or anything can be wrong or however you feel about it.
And it took me to have one to actually not just say I feel I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. Period. It's literally murder. The Bible says God knew you in your mother's womb at conception. He knew how many hairs you had on your head. So therefore, you were a person in his eyes at conception. The first heartbeat, bam, that's a person. At that point, they are gods. You don't have the right.
But they got the right to be out here killing them and burying them.
Oh no!
These parents,
what are you talking about?
The females that's killing the
Who
kids.
Said they got the right to do that? They just as bad. I'm glad you brought that up. My point exactly. It's the same. Nah. I said it. And I have to repent every day because I had one. It's the same as killing them and burying them in the backyard having an abortion. And when you, as a man, force a woman, when you drive her there, when you pay for it, you entering in the same covenant with the devil and you putting the same curse on you as if you killed that kid and buried it in the backyard. Or as if you was the daddy who told her, you don't know how to ask for help. It's the same.
There you have it. There you have it. You heard it first.
It's no different. Just like I feel like people who look at gay people as if they sinning more than a person who having sex outside of marriage heterosexually. No, it's the same. You can't say one sin is worse than the other. You're sinning just as much, and it's the same. If you had an abortion, you might as well have killed your 9-year-old and buried it. Why wait? Or all you did, all the lady who killed her 9-year-old did was try a little harder than you. Nah, she better than you. At least she tried for 9 years.
That's better. You actually sat there and killed a kid that was...
You killed the kid that was what?
You killed...
It's the same.
No, you didn't. It's the same. No, let me tell you the difference. You never touched that kid that you killed when you had an abortion. You never not once touched that kid. This kid that you killed, you changed. This kid that you killed, you changed this kid back. He's 9 years old.
You're feeding this kid. This kid is you. Might as well kill yourself.
You can't.
You have an abortion. You might as well commit suicide.
Because you can't have an abortion after how long? Once the kid is developed, you can't have an abortion.
That's why I just said you might as well kill yourself.
So you basically, what I'm telling you is you don't touch the kid. You're not touching him. You can't. You don't touch him. He don't see outside. This kid don't live.
The kid is still a kid in your stomach.
This kid don't see outside. This kid don't walk amongst other people. This kid.
So. It's still a kid.
It's the same thing, but it's not.
Still a kid.
It's not. The severity of it is different.
No,
it's the same thing, but different severity.
No, it's not.
You're correct. Absolutely.
It's the same.
You're right.
And like I said, I feel like at least the other bitch tried.
Yeah, it's the same.
The other bitch tried for 9 years.
I mean, it's the same thing. So trying or not, it's the same thing.
It is.
Right, so.
It is.
Trying or not, it's the same thing at this point.
At least the other bitch tried.
I mean,
you gave up.
At this point.
You killed the kid at 9 weeks.
At this point.
This bitch tried for 9 years and failed.
It don't matter because it's the same thing.
You even worse.
I mean, but it don't got a severity, right? That's what we just talked about. It don't have a severity. It's the same.
I'm just saying. Right.
It's the same.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
No, it don't, because it's the same thing. So, I mean, it don't have a severity. So now nobody's worse because there's no level. It's the same thing.
Long Island. Ginger Island, should I say. I believe there's no condemnation in Christ, right? So I'm pro-choice in that you're going to have to repent either way it go. He who is without sin throw the first stone. You know, I'm just saying, for me, I've seen it on both ends. You know what I mean? I've been pregnant and felt like I just could not. And I did not. And then I had to deal with that internally you know, and I feel like I will have to deal with that eternally. I studied more about who I am, who God is, who God said I was at what point. That's why I have a daughter. If I didn't learn more about what God said about me and you and us at conception, I might have had another abortion. But I learned better, thank God. And the best thing that ever happened to me came from that knowledge. So I'm never gonna deny the fact that God take care of babies and fools.
Absolutely.
So if you find yourself pregnant, or if you find that you have gotten someone pregnant, regardless to what you want, you lean down on your own understanding, and then you do not kill. You lean on the Lord. You go to Him for everything you need, and you trust in Him. And He'll provide for the child and for you. He'll reward you. But if you lean on your own understanding and kill a person in your body, it don't even make sense. You might as well kill yourself. You gonna go in your body and kill somebody that God blessed you with? And then keep doing it over and over again? Don't repent, act like it's okay? No. You should not do that. Birth control, abortion is not birth control. People out here 8, 9 abortions. Niggas out here that paid for 10, 20 abortions over the course of, so many years out here in these streets. No. And I understand. I mean, maybe some people might say, like, if she would have had an abortion, maybe she wouldn't have had to kill the 9-year-old. But at the end of the day, it's still killing the kid. You just waited 9 years to do it.
So basically, right, that's like saying, right, listen, just have the kids. You get pregnant, just have the kids. Don't go to the abortion clinic. Don't support the abortion clinic. Just have the kids, right? But if at any point you feel like you can't deal with this kid, just be the abortion clinic yourself. Just kill it. That's just the same as you going to the clinic. Because, mind you, just killing it also gets you a murder charge. Going to the clinic doesn't. But just killing your kid just also gets you a murder charge. So you could possibly just do the rest of your life in jail, right? Anyway.
You have an abortion, you're going to do the rest of your life in a type of jail anyway. It's just going to be in your mind. But I agree. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying on that tip. But that's not me saying that it's right. I'm not saying it's right to kill the kid.
I'm not saying
9.
neither one of them is right neither. But what I'm telling you is there's no right way to do it. But if there's any way to do it, why allow outside? Why allow the being to live on the earth? Why allow it to put 2 feet down? Why allow it to breathe this oxygen? Why allow it to even see this? Because then that's what you take away.
But I'm not saying, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody that have abortions wasn't going to kill the kid that grew up. This is what I'm saying. Once the kid is alive, they got a chance. If the CPS, if everybody wouldn't have failed this little boy, he could have had a chance. It's the chance that you get with life, with every day. The 9 years that he got to live, that his loved ones got to enjoy him.
And
it's not his fault everybody failed him. I mean, it's not, you know what I'm saying? But he had a chance. It's the chance.
I just feel like the suffering part that he went through, he had to suffer in order to leave here.
I understand what you're saying. But I just don't feel like we don't have that say so. You never know what God gonna do. You never know what God gonna do.
Listen, right? Because he's not gonna tell you.
Right.
So the thing is, right? He's not. Right. So the thing is, down here, on what people there's. You got let's say you got a great grandma, she on life support somewhere in a hospital. They can't say, okay, well, we gonna ask God. And I ain't trying to be funny because I pray and I love God. And I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just being for real and how shit go. They can't say we gonna ask God. Somebody has to tell me the last word before this. We gonna pull the plug or what, baby? What you want us to do? Now, you may go to God yourself, you know what I'm saying? But they not about to tell you. They gonna ask him.
Because they don't even believe in God. Doctors go on... most doctors are atheists.
So they
believe in the dang on Big Bang.
So they ain't got no problem taking you the fuck on up out of here. They'll pull the plug on you quick. So what I'm saying is they still got to get the word from somebody. Somebody got to come forth to say, because if it ain't nobody, let's say it's nobody. Hey, look, the family ain't nobody responding. Boom, we pulling it. Because ain't nobody said nothing.
That's why they created abortion. It's all population control. If you really want to get to conspiracy theories. I'm sure. Nah, if you really want to get deep. Soon as the COVID happened, they took away abortion. Because they killed enough people with COVID. Now they need to bring some more back.
You thought they took away abortion. That was the thing. You can still go and get an abortion.
They took away abortion in a lot of places. They did.
It's supposed to be, abortion's supposed to be gone here. You can pull up right now and go and get one.
That's why I'm saying it's a state-by-state thing, but there's a lot of states that you can't go get abortion.
Yeah, you can.
Our governor chose not to implement the federal law. And we better hope that the next governor chooses to continue in on her footsteps or they'll take it away. Because technically it ain't supposed to be here, but it's up to the state.
Technically it ain't.
It's up to the state.
But they still running them. That's what I'm saying. Even at the end, how many people you think about to be like, oh, you know what? They said we got to stop doing this. We're going to stop on demand. It's still going to be ran. You got to kick the dough in. If you ain't going by and kicking in every dough individually, stopping this, they're not about to be just like, oh, I'm just going to, I got to stop. Nah, we got to stop.
Hey, that's just like they didn't stop slavery when they first said they were supposed to do it.
They still ain't stopped. They ain't never stopped that. That's still going right now. That ain't never in.
I agree. Just like we was selling ourselves to slavery back then. We signing up for slavery now.
Man, what? We doing them a favor.
But
let me see that. Let me see that. Yeah, it's just wild, but hopefully it gets greater later. Hopefully, you know. But no, on that, I don't listen. I ain't. Abortions, I'm not saying it's my thing, right? I just don't. I feel like it's there for just for a safety purpose for people to say, I know, you know what I'm saying? This is not a situation for me to just be trying to reproduce. Because, granted, you're not supposed to be doing it, but it happens. But that was just my take. I don't really get into that because, I mean, everybody had their fair share of dealings, and I can just give you a quick story. I did give money for abortion one time, and then actually, the female actually went to wherever you go to get them at. I didn't drive her. No, she went with her mother, and she said she heard double heartbeat, so she didn't get the abortion. She sent me a picture and said, "I'm keeping your money. I'm buying this. I'm buying that. You gonna do this and you gonna do that." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "All right, look. You first off, you gotta slow down. You can't just force me into when I told you, you agree. We had an agreement first and foremost. I didn't force you into nothing because I'm not even taking you. You already was down for it, just like how I was. So you just said, if you give me half, I got the other half. All right, here, because you already knew when it happened." She said, "I heard 2 heartbeats. Send me a picture. I'm taking your money, this, that, and the third." And next thing you know, she said one day she was sitting on the toilet, and it was just like real bad, like clumps of blood. She had a miscarriage, right? And I didn't never meant I still never, I was never no harsh nigga like, oh yeah, never, still, you know what I'm saying? She was just, "Can you rub my stomach?" Whoop, and I was just, shit, I can come chill, but not right now, later. And she just kind of flipped. "You not sympathetic. You don't care. You don't give a fuck. Whoop, this what you wanted to happen." And I'm like, how? I never wanted this to happen like this. I would have, we had intentions for it to happen another way. You are the one that totally just latched off and did your own thing and thought that it was cool. Now you mad at me because I don't feel like you. I'm not so emotional like you. Females are emotional anyway, first and foremost. But I still never was like, that's what you get. That. I still never was that. I'm like, shit, I still pull up, boom. But if you catch me when I'm busy, I'm not about to drop what I'm doing. It's gonna be still the same. It was always that before. I never dropped what I was doing before. I just didn't really. It was a situation I dealt with that I just felt was some bullshit, and so everybody got their own outlook on they, you know what I'm saying, on situations for their own reasons. Whether it's what you've been through or whether it's just what you believe. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, that sounded like it was definitely some bullshit.
No, it definitely was.
And I understand that a lot of times we can have some bad apples. You know what I'm saying? Females that fuck it up for the rest of us. But at the end of the day, the kids, it's children involved, right? So that's who you getting back at the end of the day, not the parent. Excuse me.
That's who go through the most anyway. The kid do.
Yeah, trauma.
They go through the most.
Trauma.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and I'm here for that. I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
I don't know. I just feel like if you and I mean everybody in the world not gonna subscribe to this, so you know, who cares what I feel like? Who cares what's right? At the end of the day, people gonna do what they want to do.
That's what it's gonna be. That's
you
what
know
the
what I mean?
world is today.
People gonna do what they want to do.
Anytime, I'll just leave that there for you.
But I just feel like if you laying down having sex, it should be no question. It's no. I think abortion shouldn't even exist. Personally, I'm mad they came up with it. You can figure out how to kill a baby, but you can't cure cancer.
They can. They just not gonna tell the people that they can. They just not gonna tell the
That's
people
my
that need
point.
to know.
That's my point. I know,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yep. Because how fast was it that they figured out that cure for COVID?
Hello.
That was what COVID didn't. It was less than a year because COVID was. You was getting shots before that year was out. They was tired of giving you that money.
Shots in 2020. Yep.
They was tired of giving you that money. They had to keep printing money. No, they figured out a way. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, when they gotta go through something or when they gotta get, they gonna figure out a way. But you know what?
When it affects them.
Yeah, that cancer is killing us. They don't care about that.
It's
go ahead and kill them all.
Too. It's killing them too, but more of them is able to pay for the good treatment and stuff like that.
They getting them deals. Magic Johnson, HIV.
Oh man, don't even get me started on that. How that disproportionately
just disappeared.
No, it ain't. Don't get it twisted now. It ain't disappeared.
Damn near.
But how it disproportionately attacked blacks. You know what I'm saying? And no, they got basically like a vaccine or
them little shots and
for that
keep up on there. So many,
yeah, but even that was just the precursor to COVID. You know what I mean? And they disproportionately targeted marginalized people, blacks, gays. You know what I'm saying?
And then they swindled you in when COVID started doing what it did to so many people. Man, rest in peace to those people that we lost during COVID, man.
Absolutely. Rest in peace to everybody that we lost during COVID.
When COVID started doing what it did to our people, they start creating these bold ass shots. And then they put the good name on the boldest ones. The Johnson & Johnson. That shit you was rubbing your kids with. Like, you baby or I'm getting them. You get that, now recall on it. You fucked up. What? You swindle motherfuckers in. I feel like, listen, they're trying to take total control in every way possible. Just like with the Southwest shit. That flood in Southwest, that wasn't no coincidence. That.
When I see where it was at, and I seen that they had put the information for the help in Spanish. And I think it was in Southwest. I say, oh, they're trying to get the.
They're trying to send them back.
Yeah, they're gonna send ICE through that thing.
Absolutely, ISIS is going through that.
They're gonna send ICE through that thing and have you thinking that, oh, this FEMA.
Yep.
Oh, they trying to help. No, they send the ICE through there. They
about to send ISIS through Southwest. Absolutely, I feel like that. I don't know. Listen, that's just so random. Soon as I synced it, I knew immediately they're trying to clean sweep Southwest. That's what they're trying to do. Because they know the area to hit. You right by the border. Mm-hmm. It only makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And they were showing the pipe that supposedly burst, allegedly. First of all, everything on this podcast is allegedly. Because we ain't got time.
Everything is allegedly. Yes. Understand that.
Because we ain't got time, okay?
Understand that.
Yeah. Crystal, what up, dog? Yeah. Mr. White, what up, dog?
Yeah, but that Southwest incident, man, I just feel like that's rigged, man.
I think, they better look out for ICE.
Yeah, they listen. That next area they gonna hit.
Don't say it. Don't even say it because that's too close to my house. Don't even say it. I already know what you about to say.
We ain't gonna talk about
Let's
it.
not even go there.
Listen, man. It's getting crazy. You know what? Today, we had it's President's Day, so they were,
It is.
yeah, they were like, doing like a, what's that when you take off work? When you don't go to work, you stand outside with signs.
Strike.
It was something like that, right? For President's Day.
A picket or whatever.
Yep. So I walked past that. They got a bunch of stuff to say about Donald Trump and Elon Musk. It's a bunch of stuff. They're trying to take away IRS, basically. The federal workers. So I don't know if that means that you don't get income tax no more. That's what I was wondering about.
Yeah, because that means they're not taking income tax. So if they're not taking it, you have nothing to be refunded from.
That is crazy. Listen, that's crazy. If you do that, people are gonna be mad. Like that's gonna change. So, yeah, man. I mean, but I guess we just gotta wait and see how it go. That's it.
They probably want to do that because at the end of the day, the more money you get, the less that affects you, or like the more money you get, the more it negatively affects you as far as income tax and refunds and stuff like that. Like, you have to pay more in taxes the more money you make.
Right.
So, but I don't think that's going to work. That's not going to work. Just like he was talking about building the wall that he didn't make. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. Him talking about he going to make the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America is the same as the wall. Yeah. Him talking about he going to make Canada the 52nd state is the same as talking about the wall. Yeah. He can talk about it and try it, but he's not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, I understood.
He's not. And I mean, he's doing a lot of things that we didn't think he would be able to do.
As much as he can.
Because he got the balls to try. See what I'm saying? Half of these presidents, and everybody know how much I love Barack. What up, though, D-Rock? Thanks for tuning in. You already know it's your girl Jen checking in. T-Double.
I'm in the building.
Y'all already know how much I love Barack Obama and the whole Obama family and the whole Obama, the whole legacy of the Obamas in office or whatever. But even he, I ain't gonna say he was afraid, but he had more respect for the rules and for the office of the presidency and for, what it had been in the past, to where it was certain things he wasn't gonna do.
Yeah.
And it's like my grandma, God rest her soul, she used to say, he can't do nothing without the white man, right? Barack Obama can't do nothing without the white man. I guess Donald Trump is the white man who he can do whatever without, because he is the white man.
Yeah.
And he got the other white man, Elon Musk.
He's a felon, thus a president.
So,
obviously, he can do whatever he wants. Obviously, that clearly shows. He can do whatever he wants.
I'm going to sip my ginger island tea on that one, because... And, listen...
He's a felon that the world, majority of the world, the United States, anyway.
Because I'm like...
The majority of the United States voted for to be president. A felon.
Tip top it is.
So, I mean, that explains him, but...
I'm going to say this. I feel like he was going to get this one regardless.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't going to let a woman in the office. Kamala, God bless her.
But let him get
because
it
there's
and
no
go.
condemnation in Christ, but they wasn't gonna give it to her. First of all,
She can come back though.
she's a witch. So
She can come back though. But I feel like let him get it and go. Cause after this 4, he can't do no more. That's his time.
Bars.
Your time is up.
See?
Okay.
Bars.
Yeah, let him get it.
After this 4, he can't do no more.
He can't do no more.
He kicking his ass right up out the door.
Okay, there you go. You the one with the bars. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm the assistant or something like that. But, what up, dog?
Hey,
yeah, though, but, enough about,
dog.
Carrot Top. I don't want to spend
Agent Orange.
Yeah, I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about that guy.
What you want to talk about? I feel like we talked about pretty much everything that we had on our list. That was about the end of it. Get it off your chest, chocolate.
Get it off your chest. You know what? What's something I want to get off my chest? Just in general, right? This is just in general. And I do, because I do. This is not scripted. Y'all see that back there. Keep it 100. This is not scripted. This is 100, right? Let me get this off my chest. This is real 100 motion. This is something I've been heavy on. I don't know why it's been coming to me. So, all right, vibe with me for a second, my people. I don't listen. I've been heavy underway, right? It's been a lot on my plate lately, and so we ain't gonna really get into no sentimental moment, but it's been a lot on my plate lately that I've been dealing with overall, and I want to say what this led me to is to just, you know what, just be you, man. It's been heavily on my brain. This has been something that I tell I gotta remind myself every day. Be you, because what people gonna remember you for is who you are, and you gonna have to be remembered because you're gonna have to leave. You know what I'm saying? Just be you. Just can't nobody take me away from being me. My whole thing, my whole agenda of what I live by and what I'm turning my life over to is I'm just being me, and I'm trusting that the Lord is guiding me in the right way of where He want me to be. So I'm living just me free with no regrets. Do what you want to do that falls in the line of what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Just give yourself up and just know that at this time right now, it ain't nothing better than but to give yourself up, because it ain't nowhere else you should be. You know what I'm saying? And when you do, I promise you that just being you, it's gonna put you in so much of a better space. That's just what that's just what I've been. That's just where I've been. That's just me lately. Like, I've been on an island by myself almost. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate where I've been, and I'm thankful. Well, I can't say it's by myself. I can't say that. It's not technically by myself, but that's where I'm at. I'm still on this island, though. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man. But all in all, just be you, man. Just live regret free. Don't let nobody else determine how you live. My saying is this. This is my saying, and I've been holding on to this one for a minute. Live your life to the fullest, because of you not doing it, somebody else is doing it for you. And I say that because if you ain't living your life to the fullest, you sitting back and you watching somebody else enjoy the time that they doing, and you like, man, I want to do that, or I want to. That mean you ain't living your life to the fullest. Because if you live in your life, you ain't got time. You wouldn't even be able to be like, man, I want to, because you doing it. So you either living your life to the fullest, or you letting somebody else live it for you because you watching them do it. So.
Totally agree with that. I like that much better than YOLO, because I don't agree with you only live once. I believe I'm excited for my real life. Like, I feel like this is temporary. This is, So I'm excited for when life really starts. But I agree that it's important to live your life to the fullest. It's important to go after your goals and trust in the Lord with all your heart and soul, because you might think you can't do it.
Yeah, get everything that you want from here while you're here.
And you might can't do it by yourself. That's why you might have to tap into your source. But yeah, I agree with that. Nobody can be you better than you can be you, and God did make no mistakes.
Absolutely. So don't be afraid to show who you are.
He didn't give us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. So, right, no need to be afraid. Just trust him, and like you said, do you, the you that is organic, because the you that is, as we say, keeping it real, keeping it 100, the you that is organic, that's the you that God created. And
that's when you're gonna have the most fun. That's when you living your best life for real.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
You ain't got no mask on. You ain't trying to be. You just free.
And who the Son sets free is free indeed. So, when you rest in him, when you understand there is no condemnation in Christ, you can come to him, repent. If you have to do it every 20 minutes, every day, every 3 days, every 2 minutes, like every 20 seconds, you have to come to him and say, I fell short. Thank you for picking me up. Thank you for being slow to anger. Thank you for continuing to provide for me where it may seem like it's empty. You feel empty voids.
We gotta know why we here, man. We gotta just touch our roots. That's
Here to
what
testify and praise. That's the whole point.
I touch our roots, man.
Testimony, you win because you testify. So the more you give God the glory, the more you get the victory. Yeah. Period. The more you give God the glory, the more you get the victory. It's never going to be perfect, because we messed that up. When I say we, I mean our ancestors, Adam and Eve. And that's why it's important for you to latch on to Yeshua, aka Jesus in English. It's important to latch on to the Savior, because that's how you get what you was meant to get. Not through manifestation, not through The Secret, not through astrology, not through Buddha, not through your own volition. Like, you got to do it through.
I seen this earlier. TMZ reported this plane crash, Delta plane crash in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
Flips upside down.
Yeah, I saw that.
I feel like for the people that say that make them don't want to take trips no more, because I've seen a lot of people down my timeline that feel like they fear trips. Man, don't let that take you away.
And if he's saying that,
I listen. Don't let that take you away.
tell your testimony, T.
Let me tell you this. I've never. So prior to 2024, I had never been on a plane. Terrified of planes. I do not do roller coasters. I still don't do roller coasters to this day. You won't catch me on one. My daughters I got 3 daughters. They're all teenagers now at this point. I'm showing my age. But I took them to CJ Barrymore's a couple years ago. A couple years back. I got on the kiddie roller coaster and I was scared. I couldn't even record it because I had to put my phone down because I was holding on. They laughed at me when they said, "Do you want to get back on?" And I said no. They laughed at me, right? So, mind you, I don't do roller coasters. So I don't do nothing that's in the air. So prior to 2024, I did not do flights. Planes was not me because it reminded me of being in the air. A roller coaster and a plane, oh no. I'm definitely not doing a plane if I'm not doing a roller coaster, right? That's what I thought. So, prior to that time, around 2024, I'm going to say April, May. I built up some confidence and I had some time to take off at work. So I said, man, I'm doing it, right? Called my travel agent, one of my best friends, my very best friend. And I said, can you help me with some travel? And she said, I would love to, right? I didn't really know where to go or nothing like that, so she kind of gave me some pointers on places, certain places that should be my first places to travel, look into them, boom. So I did some research, right? I did some research. She's like, so who are you going with? I'm like, nobody. So she's like, oh, boom, bing, I'm there. So, lo and behold, we're in Vegas. We are at the airport about to get on a plane. When I say my stomach is doing like
you ain't even tell me this.
Cartwheel. Listen, I was so nervous.
You
but
didn't even tell me.
Because I had to hold on. I couldn't look like that. That's why you know what I'm saying, I wanted to get them shots. So we went to this little bar in there. Listen, if it's your first time you want some shots, get drunk before you get there. Do not try to go and get no shots in the bar. At least get a nice little buzz, because you maybe want to get like one shot or two. I think we got 2 shots apiece, and one side of fries was like almost
$3,493.
yeah, something like that. It was an amazing amount, almost $1 million. So,
it was $379,423.
Almost $1 million, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, right. So my stomach is doing cartwheels. So when I'm actually walking on to this ramp right here, it was just like I'm so invested at this point. It's like, what else can I do? And I'm thinking that I got it made in my head. I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna go to sleep. Like that's my deal.
Great idea. I mean, that was a good idea.
That's
That's what a lot of people do.
And I can't sleep. I'm just up, and I'm like, oh no. Did I have a window seat my first time?
I think I had the window seat.
Yeah, you probably had the window on, cause I was like, I can't. Yeah, I'm like, I can't do no window seat. Like, I just can't do that. But the turbulence. I was prepared for it to just be crazy. It wasn't as bad. When we got in the air, it was good. The landing was clean. We had one like sketchy landing, and that was the very last trip. It was like sketchy on the landing. On the way back, I felt some little, but I'm like, you know,
I don't even remember, so I don't know.
I felt that, but I'm still
coming from Houston.
Yeah, but I'm still ready to get on another one. This time to go, like I'm always ready to go.
Oh, it is time to go. Like we need to go. Like, so we trying to go to Nolans.
What's that, B?
He been practicing his Nolans accent.
Okay, yeah, gotta get that on right there. What's that, B?
So we trying to go to Nolans next month. Actually.
Yeah, that's in the full effect.
And I'm trying to decide between April, May, or June, which is a long stretch. But we want to go to Puerto Rico, and we want to do Puerto Rico as like a group trip. So there's this really nice mansion in Puerto Rico, 11 bedrooms. Oh God, y'all, it's so amazing. So we want to try to take 8 other people. Whether it's 4 other couples, just people, whatever. Like, we want to take a group trip to Puerto Rico.
Some people that get live.
Adults only.
Get lit,
okay,
yeah.
We trying to get live. We trying to get lit. We trying to have a great time. What happens in Puerto Rico gonna probably stay in Puerto Rico.
Absolutely, it's
man. So everybody that don't go, mind your business. We gonna take, some public footage for the vlog and stuff like that. Right there. But there will definitely be a, Vegas type.
It's gonna be a turn up for sure.
If you ain't about that life, just don't even come with us.
Yeah. Listen,
we
outside all 24 hours.
If you want to see a glimpse of what it's gonna be like in Puerto Rico, go to YouTube and check out the Miami vlog. Okay?
Outside.
All I did was twerk and poke my lips out and drink the whole time.
Outside all night. I'm talking about all night.
Yeah. And we talking about,
Listen, we live with the population going outside. That's lit. I like that. I like living with the population, getting like with the people on the bus. Where y'all at? Like,
yeah. That's how you really enjoy culture in a new place when you travel.
You gotta talk.
You gotta get out of the.
You gotta talk to the people like you from there. That's why I'm working on my what's that, babe? What you gotta say? What's that? You know what I'm saying? What's that? What's that, babe? You know what I'm saying? I'm working on that.
Nolans. You can't say New Orleans. New Orleans. You can't say no shit like that. You gotta be like, Nolans, NOLA, something like that.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody but what's out, babe?
What's out, babe? That's all you gonna say.
Yeah, the whole time. What's out, babe? And then when they start saying something else, I ain't even gonna say nothing. And then at the end, I'm gonna be like, what's out, babe? And I'm walking off. I'm a pimp off.
So, New Orleans, Puerto Rico. I feel like we just gotta go back to Miami this year. I want to go to Miami literally every year.
Feel like I gotta go to Vegas.
I want to go to Miami.
Vegas too then because alright, that's fall. And then what was it? Fall like last year.
Vegas need to be like at the end of the year. Vegas could be like October, November, because it's still hot there.
I was about to say it gotta still be hot.
It's still hot there. It's hot.
October.
It's always hot in Vegas, but it's still like real hot in October.
Less, I know where I'm going for my birthday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This time we can go to Vegas for your birthday, or we can always do Vegas for your birthday. Whatever you want to do.
I'm in Vegas for my birthday, man. Y'all, hey, listen. Hey, man. That's what it is. Hey, who know the hot spots in Vegas?
I want to go somewhere different for my birthday every year.
I don't know if I want to go somewhere different. I want to go to the same spot, but I don't want to go to the same spots when I'm at the spot. If that
Vegas is big enough. You can go somewhere different. Or you know, at least stay in a different hotel. You know, a casino and like in a different area.
No, I don't care where I stay. I care more so about where I go when I'm there. I like to be outside.
I feel that. But that's the thing. Where you stay is going to directly affect the area that you frequent when you in Vegas.
Yeah,
I
learned that.
So if you stay, you know, the hotel you stay at is going to be your area. I personally just like Planet Hollywood a lot. In that area that we was in.
Yeah.
You know, that's my favorite restaurant. Well, yeah. Y'all might not know. If you know, you know. Ocean One in Vegas, inside the Miracle Shops at Planet Hollywood.
Best ever. Listen, you know what? Next time I go, see, I wasn't on no content creating shit when I went.
I was and didn't do good.
Subscribe to my YouTube, Life at T Double. You know what I'm saying?
Life at T Double.
Subscribe
to my YouTube, Jen checking in.
That Life is spelled L-Y-F-E, just in case. So, you know, Life at T Double.
LYFEOFTDOUBLE.
That's it.
On YouTube.
That's it.
And subscribe to my channel, Jen checking in. Jen with 2 N's. JENNCHECKININ.
Okay. On YouTube. But,
and Instagram. And TikTok.
And Monkey, maybe. But, nah.
And speaking of, y'all got to check out my new content on Monkey. It's freaking hilarious, okay? We all know I look like my daddy. All my Facebook friends. Y'all know I look like my daddy. I'll put my pictures up there with my daddy. And we all know it's trans women on the internet. A lot of trans women on the internet.
It's a lot of them.
Look really good. A lot of them are really made up, even more than me. You know, wigs, makeup, breasts, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they're actually men. They not just look like their daddy. They are daddies, some of them. And that's no shade to them because I fuck with the trans community, the LGBTQIA, BCD, EFG community, the whole alphabet. I'm an advocate, okay? But I'm not one, though. Like, I'm not trans. Okay, I've done some gay stuff before. I'm just going to be honest. My testimony is my testimony. And I enjoyed it. Okay? I'm not going to act like it was the end of the world or none of that. God still loved me. Jesus loved hoes too. Jesus loved hoes. Jesus loved gays. Jesus loved everybody. Killers. Even rapists. As much as I hate rapists, Jesus loved them. There's no condemnation in Christ. They got the answer to their actions. Right? But I'm not trans. Like, I was literally born a woman. Those of you who know. You know what I'm saying? I've been way more reclusive with this coochie lately. Meaning I've been less friendly with it. Okay? I've been setting it aside.
What did I walk into?
But it is a real coochie.
Whoa.
Okay?
Whoa.
It was not made by a doctor.
Whoa.
None of that. I am a real woman. I have a daughter that I birthed out of my uterus.
Whoa.
Okay.
What are we talking about here?
On the internet, they love to say I look like a tranny, which is fine. I'm not mad. I remember, I know one of the finest women I know. For real. One of the finest women. Blood-born, God-given women. She got a daughter, too. She get money on the internet. She get money in real life. She is a dog hairstylist. She's just a cool-ass female. She on Facebook, Lorena. They used to be on her, and probably still do. Be on her lives saying she look like a woman. I mean, look like a man. You know what I'm saying? This girl
Everybody gets some bad. Listen,
this girl fine, super duper fine. I don't care. Say what y'all want to say about me. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I ain't gotta be everybody's cup of tea. But they used to say she looked like a man. So I'm in good company, is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
so the content, the newest videos that I got on YouTube is me being on this app called the Monkey app. And I'm just on there. Just like I'm on here, it's alive. And so many people think I'm trans. It's so funny. I just be laughing like, dog, I'm not. I'm a woman. You could say I'm ugly. That's fine. You ain't doing nothing for me. You understand what I'm saying? To each his own. Matter of fact, keep it up. Say some more funny shit so I can put you on my YouTube channel. So y'all go look on my YouTube channel, get a laugh. You know what I'm saying? Look at some of my other videos. It's way more than just that, but that is really some funny shit.
Oh yeah.
Jen checking in on YouTube.
Yeah, see, I don't really be on the Monkey, but you know.
I don't blame you.
You can check my YouTube out. You can check my YouTube out though. Huh? I don't even know what she even just said, right? But yeah, you can check my YouTube out though. Listen, man, there's more to come. Black History Month. We definitely try to acknowledge our people during this time. They gave us the shortest month of the year. They gave us the month with 28 days to acknowledge our people. So you gotta know that every time I get here, I try to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, especially during this time. I try to bring up somebody. I try to acknowledge a person, and I try to acknowledge someone that's not commonly acknowledged. That's not on the regular. I try to bring light to, you know what I'm saying, the uncommon, which we're gonna have a segment on. We're gonna touch that tonight during the closing segments. We're gonna touch that. Tonight I'm bringing somebody good for y'all. Last time I feel like I don't know if I had a good enough person, but tonight I'm gonna bring somebody in. Somebody good for y'all. So
I'm surprised Garfield ass stayed right there. And then follow me to the bed.
Because he full. He don't care about nothing. He too fat right now. Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna do a special. I'm gonna do a female tonight. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna touch somebody special today. So that's the thing. It's a movement, man.
What I walk in on? Talk about what you walked in on.
Nah.
We're gonna do a female tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna do a female.
Touch somebody special. That's not kind of freaky.
Absolutely.
It is Facebook After Dark. Now you know my mama might be watching. Hey, mom.
Nah, I don't think you told her.
Oh no, I did.
Oh.
Tiffany watching, she there. Hey Tiff. But it's cool.
Oh.
There's no condemnation in Christ, so there's no condemnation in motherhood either. Not when you a good mom like I got. Alright, this is it. Because I'm finna eat and go to sleep in a minute. That's why I'm gaining weight. How much weight did you guys lose or gain this year? Which did you do? Did you lose weight or did you gain weight in 2024? I gained some weight, okay? If you know me, you could probably look and tell. I don't know how much it is, but it was enough. There's this like muffin top that I got right here that was never there. But it's cool. I love it. Yeah. I'm 41. I gotta get a mammogram. You know what I mean? But you know what? You gotta live to get old. Alright? You gotta live to get old, fellas. Y'all, just like we gotta get a mammogram, y'all gotta get a prostate exam. So don't laugh. It ain't funny.
Listen, don't. That's one thing you don't do. You don't talk to niggas like that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, I see that.
What you need?
That right there. Sorry.
Sorry.
No. Both of them though.
Clutch my pearls. Anyways, ladies. Yeah. So
You talking about shout out moms? You about to be in trouble. And
I love my mom, and she's so good.
You about to be in trouble now. You see, you out here about to see. Anyway, right. Tune in Monday for the next episode.
First of all, we really appreciate y'all just kicking it with us. This is the beginning.
This is just a launch, man. We're working hard to provide multiple platforms for you guys to watch on. We're very grateful to have you guys. We're going to be doing something special coming up. We're doing a giveaway. I've been working on this giveaway for a long time. We've been working on this. We're thinking about making a 3-winner type deal. We started off at just one winner, but we're thinking about making it a first, second, and third place type deal. So that means everybody gets a prize, first, second, and third.
You get a prize. You get a prize. You get a prize.
There's something in there for you. You guys got to stay tuned in. We just want to show you how much we appreciate you guys. So we do have something coming up. Stay tuned on to find out the information exactly. No, go ahead.
If you haven't already, go to YouTube, to my Facebook family, and subscribe to Time to Talk It Out on YouTube.
TTTIO podcast. That's the at.
Oh.
The at is
TTTIO podcast.
At Gmail. Yeah, absolutely.
And that is on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
But our goal is to go. I don't want to say straight to YouTube, but yeah. In a way, yes. Our goal is to go straight to YouTube.
Right.
Because our goal is to be monetized on YouTube. That's everybody's goal, right? On YouTube. So, please go and like the videos that is there, because there's one video on there.
There
right?
is.
Watch.
A faster way to get to it, sorry to cut you off, is the Talk It Out page on Facebook. It has the actual YouTube link.
So what I'll do is I'll put talk it out. As a matter of fact, I tagged it in here. Go like that page on Facebook, then hit the link. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? I know that's a lot, but not really, y'all. It's free. And I appreciate it so much. I've tried to do the same, especially any way that I can, like, digitally or virtually support people where it's free. I'm just liking something, liking a page, sharing a post, making a comment or something like that. I'm very active with that. I do that a lot. So I know that karma, God is going to send a lot of that back to me.
Yep.
But I just want to
Karma comes in
encourage.
good just as well as bad. Karma comes in good as well.
Absolutely. So I'm just putting it out there. All of my peeps on here, if you've ever had something and you felt I supported you and you wanted to find a way to support me back, now's the time to do that.
Anybody want to promote? Anybody want to promote? Anybody want to promote? Listen, promotion is a thing. Listen, right now y'all shooting with us in the gym. You got a brand, we got a brand. Let's trade for trade. Absolutely. You promote our brand, we'll promote yours. Trade Absolutely. For trade. Let's do that. Let's help each other. Absolutely. It's time to get together and let's just build. You know what I'm saying?
Especially black people. Period. I ain't afraid to say it. Okay. Especially my black sisters and brothers who have businesses, small businesses, entrepreneurial spirits, you know.
A vision.
You know, we are a faith-based, praying, ratchet to righteous podcast. Okay? So understand that we not judging. What we listen and we don't judge, but we pray. And we pray with faith. So we got your back. And it ain't fake, it ain't phony, it ain't fraud. It's just keeping it 100. Real recognize real. And we know that we want to see other black people win. Period, the point, and the blank. So
stick around for this giveaway. Stick around for this giveaway. It's gonna be worth it, man. Listen, like all platforms, if you can find them, they all TTIO podcast. That's what they all should be named. I'll eventually have
everything synchronized.
I'll have everything on one thing for you guys to get on a link tree. I'll eventually have everything on link tree for you guys to get to.
And if you don't mind, if you got time, share this video. If you run into it on Facebook,
comment. Let us know how you feel.
Yeah, like it, comment.
Even if
give
you advice. Give advice. Say how you feel.
If you feel like, you know, you want to say some hating ass shit, that's cool too. Honestly, we welcome all comments. You know, we prefer you keep it cute.
Any advice is good advice.
Any advice is good advice. I'm cool on constructive criticism. I would prefer you keep it cute, keep it respectful. You know, you might have to see me in these streets. But at the end of the day, it's all love, right? I operate in love. And I'm a leader. Y'all have some following. Coming in this game. That's Lil' Kim.
I want to know how y'all feel about call-in sessions where we do a question. Everybody call in and say how they feel. Yep, we do a call-in session, and something else I was thinking about, but we'll get to that another day. But I want you guys to comment down low how you feel about a call-in session. How interested are you? Because I'm thinking about that. I'm gonna do a call-in session. Probably last maybe 30 minutes. We'll do like a 30-minute session. You know what I'm saying? We'll wait till we get people.
I'm about ready to take this wig off while y'all playing. On camera. Y'all know, if you know, you know. You know me. You know I'm real enough to do it, but I think I'll save that for later on in the season. Maybe like the 10th, 11th episode. What you think, T?
No, it might be too many people, but yeah, you might as well take it off now.
I'm just saying, just to see the. I think that might bring more people in, and they be like, this woman, this co-host took her wig off during the podcast. That shit probably go viral.
I feel like, you know what, I'm about to do something crazy. I'm about to just walk the streets and start interviewing people and recording it or something. For y'all, I'm gonna do something for y'all to get y'all lit. Y'all about to listen. Y'all about to know this real right here. Keep it 100. This the realest pod y'all ever gonna tune into for real. I can't lie to you.
Hey, nope, I agree 100%. It's gonna be so real. They're gonna be like, first of all, you know you're gonna get haters. You gonna get haters. We was on here testing it out last night, and we got some haters.
Damn, that's all right. That happens.
They was tripping, man. But it is what it is. Some people not gonna understand.
It ain't for everybody. It's only for the realest ones. Man,
because there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna relate to our story. What you think?
Yeah, I just think that it's like it's gonna be so much more than just that. People are just gonna cling on to.
Oh well, absolutely. Like, but you know how people are.
The main story is what people are gonna be questioning. That's what I feel like. I don't feel like they're going to feel like they can relate, but it's going to be questionable. It'll be like, can I for real? I really want to know. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the main part is just going to be because it covers every topic.
I got to take the hat off at least. Like, I feel like I can't breathe. I'm hot. Shit. Did I have a flash? Y'all know Auntie 41. I might have just had a hot flash.
Well, you know me, I'm only a good 25.
Well, it's not the weekend. I'm 26 on the weekend. No, I'm 27 on the weekend. It was my birthday in December. I'm 27 on the weekend, but it's Monday, so I'm actually 41.
Oh, no, still.
Sheesh.
I'm a young tender.
You definitely is tender. I don't know about how young you is. You ain't as young as I thought you is. I thought you was younger. That's why a lot of maybe that's for another podcast. It's getting late. It's getting late.
Okay. Who remember the Quiet Storm? Y'all remember the Quiet Storm? Hey, listen. I used to go to sleep to the Quiet Storm. If you used to go to sleep to the Quiet Storm, I just want you to drop a 100 emoji in a comment if you went to sleep to the Quiet Storm back in your day. Listen, I went. They used to say, okay. What did they say?
And it's time to unwind. There's a very special place you will find.
What is it?
It's the quiet storm on WJLB. It's the quiet storm on WJLB.
Now, see, I ain't want to cut you off. That was a great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. I want to cut you off, but what they say is on FM 98.
You should have came in with me.
WJLB, but
FM 98 is the quiet storm.
No, the whole thing.
On WJ.
FM 98. WJLB.
WJLB.
That's the one. That's how you do it.
Period. Okay. Now, to my Jennifer Michelle Graham friends on Facebook, please forgive me. My phone died. I thought it was on the charger.
It should have been. I don't know what was
the
going
charger
on.
Apparently was not working, but that's okay. That's all right. It happens. It's dead though.
She's probably about to blame me, but that's not what happened. But anyway,
I definitely was not. I was not. I don't. Do I be blaming you for stuff?
no, I just felt like that was in the way because the charger was by me.
No. I know this charger is trash though. Like this charger not good.
But yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, y'all gotta know. Keep it 100. My closings, man. I'm gonna tell y'all about.
It's still early. It's only 12:12.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all about my closings. I gotta honor a black person for Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Colin Kaepernick got on the knee because you know what I'm saying. That's not how we honor.
Shout out to Colin Kaepernick.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that out there.
Give him his roses. Give him his flowers while he's still here. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not worshiping him. We just giving him his flowers.
He ain't got a job right now because he got blackballed out of the job. Millionaire he was. But anyway, tonight we're honoring Josephine Baker. Josephine. Okay. Josephine Baker was the first black woman to star in a major motion picture. She starred in 1927 French silent film Siren of the Tropics. Clap it up again for my girl.
Woo!
That's my girl. Listen, Josephine. So we got a long line of people that just did great stuff. You know what I'm saying? They kind of live off us. They don't want us to come together. They don't want us to use our brains as one because they know how powerful we are. But
they definitely don't.
We always knew that from way back. It's just hard to get us to.
That's why they didn't teach us to read as slaves. Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get us to unite as one nowadays.
Let me say this. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Let me say this before I forget. I encourage every black person to read the book of Deuteronomy in the Bible. That is the literal reason why they didn't want black people to read during slavery. Because they would have recognized themselves. And recognized what was going on. And rebelled. And repented. Prayed. Repented. Repeated. And the generational curses would have been broken a long time ago. We still under them, you said.
Yep, that's what we behind right
we
now. We
still under them. It's just systematic now. It's different. It's you know. It's different. It's in our face still.
But they build laws around it. We gotta find a way around it.
Now, right. And now, even when so let's say they don't get you with criminality, right? Oh, excuse me. They don't get you with the slavery that is the prison system. You a law-abiding citizen. You prospering. You making money. You know, thriving. Nah, they'll get you with your entertainment.
Yeah.
You part of the beehive. You a Swiftie.
Gotta pay attention, man. Kendrick showed y'all a lot of signs with the Uncle Sam and all that in the Super Bowl halftime. That was very monumental.
And God forbid, like, I don't really know. I'm just not starting to really pay Kendrick attention for real like that. For
A
real.
lot of people are.
I'm gonna be honest.
A lot of people are.
I'm gonna be honest. I listen to the stuff that came on the radio. I love to hear my daughter sing the first song with him and SZA that was on the Black Panther soundtrack. But I don't know a whole lot about him, so I'm not just gonna jump on his team. First of all, I ain't on nobody's team. I'm on Jesus' team.
Exactly.
And then, especially with, Drake being my cousin. You know what I'm saying? We got the same last name. But cousin, brother, uncle, daddy, I don't give a... If you are a predator against children, I can't be on your team, right? I don't have a dog in this fight. That's all I'm saying.
But the thing is, I don't know until... That's allegedly...
That is allegedly, right?
Allegedly. Until it comes back.
It's barely allegedly. I'm going to tell you why. It's barely allegedly.
Legally right now, that's allegedly.
It's barely allegedly. I still said allegedly, so it's barely allegedly. I want to tell you why it's barely allegedly. You want to know why? So let's start here. Kendrick spent how many months, years, whatever it was, with Drake back when he first did that tour with him, right? After that, he ventured off, blazed his own trail, and you didn't too much see him mess with Drake at all after that. That was no coincidence. That was because Kendrick saw Drake do something that he was not cool with, he did not like, but he knew his place at the time. He wasn't able to just come out and say it. So he was saying little subliminal stuff in his songs, and the proof was in the pudding. I stopped fucking with boy, right? I'm not making no songs with him. I'm not dealing with him. You don't see me nowhere with him.
That's facts.
Right? So then, after so long, after probably like 8 to 10 years, Drake started noticing. He like, dang, I ain't barely heard from Kendrick.
Oh, he noticed that already.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he said some stuff about me or whatever, right?
He knows that already.
So now he like, all right, I ain't even gonna say nothing for real. It's been a couple years since he said the little whatever he said. He didn't blaze his trail. He up here where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Let me capitalize off of the relationship that we had, and let me try to go on tour with him. Let me make a song with him. Let me throw out the olive branch to ride his coattail. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that's what Drake do. Kendrick was not having it because he seen the alleged bullcrap that Drake was doing. And he didn't want no parts of it. He didn't want no parts of it way back in 2011, whatever it was, when he got off tour with him in the first place. And whatever it was, because he was still blazing his trail, he didn't want to say specifically why he didn't want to mess with Drake. But I believe it was because he seen Drake messing around with little girls back then, was one of the reasons why he did not mess with Drake, why he did not respect Drake.
I'm going to tell you what it is that he said blatantly. Drake tried to downplay black people as if he was a black person. Drake has a whole black face on a cover album. It may be a mixtape. He got a whole black face that he covered his face up with or painted his face black.
I know, T. But listen, that was the overplay for the underlay. That was what he was able to comfortably say at that time. He wasn't as pissed off yet.
That's what Kendrick stands for. Kendrick is pro-black.
I know, but even more so. But And eventually he said something about that though.
If you listen to his
but he
raps,
still
he
was
touched
holding the
that a lot.
pedophile. He still was holding the PDF file ish. Though he still was holding that like, nah, you keep. This is what I'm saying.
Because all that is alleged. Basically.
So you don't think he messed with 16-year-olds? You don't think he messed with 15-year-olds?
Do I think that he?
Do you think that Drake messed with and let a 15-year-old get him some head? Do you think he'll let a 15-year-old get him some head? The way these 15-year-olds be looking now.
No.
You don't think he would?
Do I think that?
So you don't think R. Kelly was doing the shit he was doing either, do you? You can just say yes or no. We don't have to really get all into it.
That's not even a question. That's on tape. What are you What I'm telling you is that this, right? If I seen you entertain, he has film of him entertaining. I have seen him entertaining females underage.
Who, Drake?
I've seen it.
So what is we talking about?
So what I'm telling you is, right there is enough to say you are nowadays what time is from Drake to R. Kelly. Back then, them videos that R. Kelly got, a lot of them, he's recording himself. You know why? Because you never thinking that's getting out. Drake right now, everybody has a cell phone. Everything you do is on camera somewhere.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't as much like that back then in 09, 010, in 2010, 2011. The cameras wasn't as much as they is now back then. No, they wasn't.
They was still out.
They was out, but they wasn't as out as they is now.
What I'm telling you is I've watched him entertain. I seen him bring a female on stage. He said some...
Exactly. He's been blatant enough to bring a baby on stage and molest
I'm about to tell you what happened. He never, it wasn't no touching. He brought her up there. He was asking her some questions. When he asked her how old she was, this is the one thing that sparked it for me. He asked her how old she was, and I think she said she was 17 or some shit like that. And he like, damn, you think it's... He still said some foul ass shit afterwards, and I'm like, bro, that's foul as fuck. But he told her, you got to get off the stage. He escorted her all like, you got to get off the stage. But he still said some foul ass shit after she got off. Like, yeah, you think as hell if you was only a couple years older or some foul ass shit he said. But it was just like, bro, why would you even say that? Like, that's like it's real dumb. It's trifling. Like, why would you even think that, right? But at the same sense, that's what I'm saying. I've seen him entertain the moment, but just as well as like what you saying, Kendrick has probably seen the same thing. You cannot say that he's actually been in the room and saying, damn, I'm right here
oh my God.
getting some head.
Can I say something? If he was willing to go that far in front of thousands of people on stage during his concert, you think he ain't let Kendrick see him getting hit by a little girl? Kendrick was beneath him at the time. Kendrick had just came out. Yes. That's exactly why Kendrick... Wait, I ain't even made my full point. That's exactly why Kendrick felt so comfortable in saying what he said, because it's not allegedly to Kendrick. It's allegedly to us, because we ain't seen it. Kendrick seen it. He know he seen it. He probably got receipts. And that's why Drake did not sue Kendrick. Drake sued the record label. If Drake thought for a minute that Kendrick didn't know for sure and have receipts, he'd have Kendrick named specifically on these lawsuits. But Drake ain't said shit to Kendrick because he know that Kendrick is not liable, because Kendrick can prove what he's saying. That's why the NFL I believe he even probably done showed the NFL some form of the receipts, because the NFL wouldn't have let him say that shit on the Super Bowl, because they would have been held liable.
He can say anybody's name. You can't say can't say your name. He did not say pedophile. Did he say pedophile?
I don't know.
He did not. He said, "Say Drake." He said, "Say Drake. I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1." And then he said, about the pedophile part. He said,
certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
He said, certified what? That's exactly what he said. He whopped it out.
Okay.
Because he cannot say that part.
That's fine.
Specifically.
That's fine. That's fine, but everybody, he said a minor.
But that's the thing.
He said a minor.
A minor is not, that has nothing to do with Drake. Right, but that's the thing. So if you got receipts, right? Court is all about receipts, baby. This is one thing you gotta know. Court is all about receipts. So if you got it, you can prove it. I don't give a fuck what it is that you say, because you got it, you can prove it. It's a receipt. You can't say nothing to me. So if I got receipts, then I can say it. It's allegedly to Kendrick just as it is to everybody else. But what the thing is Kendrick has an inside eye.
I'm about to say he probably can't prove it, but it's not allegedly to him.
It's allegedly.
He seen it with his own 2 eyes, and nobody can tell him that he haven't.
It's allegedly, because if
nobody
it's not,
can tell him that
if
he
it's
haven't,
not, do you know how much Kendrick already is just going out? He don't give a fuck. If it's not, he's gonna say it, because he's gonna say, I can prove it. You cannot. You're going to get his exes and shit. What? You can prove it then. You know her then. Come on.
Know who? The baby that...
Whoever he fucked that you said that you know he wasn't supposed to fuck. You know her then, because you know his ex. The bitch that was... Sorry. The female that was under the light pole. It's so much shit to this that is different. It's a video. Right. It's a video. She not in the Super Bowl. It's a video why he got that lipo up there, because he did a commercial with another one of Drake's exes. She was a model. She was at the bottom of the lipo. He was at the top. It started off a commercial. That's why he put it in there, because it was really, but it was Serena that was at the bottom, crip walking, because it's the light pole right next to her with a nigga at the top. But it was indicating that he basically trying to indicate 2 exes in one, because he shot a commercial with one where he was sitting at the top of the light pole, and she was like, well, why is he up there? And he never said nothing. That was another one. So he put like 2 in one, but she didn't come for some reason. So it's a lot more. It's a lot more to it, like, which is cool. But you know what I'm saying. You get your get back, however you get your get back. It ain't no rules to this shit. Yeah, it ain't no rules to this shit. But I'm just saying it ain't nobody more right than nobody more wrong. But I just feel like if a nigga had proof like that, he gonna put out everything he got. It ain't no, I'm not even threatening you no more to say I might put this shit out, because I'm already went to said I said that. So if I went to said that, what's next?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he didn't even threaten him. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't. He just told the nigga.
He knew.
He just told the nigga he was poking the bear. If you
That's
really want to know, Drake
know.
was shooting a lot of shots at the beginning, because Drake got mad about how they said Kendrick was an influencer. He was all this good shit, and that's why he told the nigga, I don't know why they saying your words expire. Yeah. That's why he came off with more shit. Kendrick was in a movie. Prime example, right? The song that Drake got with DJ Khaled, he said, and you know your boy from Compton said, no, the dick ain't free. That's because Kendrick was in like a little movie, little shit, and he was on like a screen for a minute, and he was like, he told her, I don't know what she said. He said, well, you know this dick not free. He been shooting shots at Kendrick for a long time. Because he was mad about how people were saying, but because he felt like he put dog on. Yeah. And he was mad about how word kept coming back to him. And he like, how? Nigga, I put nigga on and he don't want to hit me up.
I mean, he ain't better than you, and he don't want to hit you up because he see you fucking kids. Come on now.
He
seen you fucking kids the first time, and he don't want no parts in that. Everybody ain't cool with fucking kids. Just because the majority of niggas is, everybody not. Some niggas still feel like that shit nasty.
I still don't think, me honestly.
Some niggas still feel like that shit fucked up.
I'm gonna say he entertained it. I still don't think he never had no type of sexual activity with no minor, and that's not being no, and that's just me saying my personal opinion. We'll see when it come down. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to like this video will be on. You can always
this not gonna age well. You not gonna be right.
You can always rewind back to this, and I can always say I was wrong. But I really just feel like at no point had Dog even been at a down moment.
What that got to do with anything?
Falling off.
What that got to do with anything? You got to be falling off to be a PDF file?
That's never been his MO. That nigga.
He might have been a PDF file when he was on Degrassi. You don't know.
That's just what you're thinking. That's alleged. That's what you're thinking now because somebody said. So now, so what's crazy is right. You deal with this kind of shit on the regular. Because somebody say, oh, you look like a man. Now you get on here and motherfuckers saying that, right? You could get frustrated. That shit could make you mad or it could be something that you laugh at. Like, man, you know what?
It's not about looks, though. That's what I'm saying.
It's just about alleging what a motherfucker thought because of what they seen and what they assumed. Because I wasn't next to you when it happened. I don't know when you was born. I wasn't next to you when you was born, was I? So it's alleged. It's what I thought. It's from looks. It's from what I gathered from what I seen or what I looked at.
No, that's not the same.
What's different about it? I just want to know, right? Because you gotta be there to see something. So that's like saying if somebody see you online, they don't know you, and they saying you a man. I'm saying they saying I know you a man. I'm gonna pass this word to so many people. But I don't know because I was never next to you when you was born. I never seen you. That's like saying I seen you talking to a young girl, man. It just looked like you was just too friendly with these young girls. And that just ain't my MO. You just too friendly with them type shit. That anybody could get the wrong perception. It just take how much influence you got for a motherfucker to believe it. How many motherfuckers influence somebody to believe the wrong shit? Derek Jackson. I just don't even understand like how because of what it is, it's about to be oh no. Because they said he fucking young girls, it gotta be true because anybody that say anybody fucking a young girl is true. I just don't understand. That's what I'm not understanding. That's the part of it.
You literally got 3 teenage daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just sit in that.
Mm-hmm. Do that means that take away from the actual life of what's going on in the real world? And I understand that it's bullshit going on to females way more than men, but then let's talk about the real. Name a nigga that you know that got allegedly that you know that got allegedly accused of doing some shit, but it didn't happen. Can you name one person?
No.
You know why? Cause them niggas don't get attention. Cause when it come out that, oh no, that didn't happen, they get forgotten about. Oh fuck it, you ain't do it. All right, fuck it. You ain't important. But the nigga who did it, he remembered. But the nigga who didn't do it, the female not remember or the nigga not remembered. That's bold as hell. Cause now you just got some shit blamed on you that could have got you put together, pent in the dirt. Motherfuckers don't like you. And it came back to not be true. And now motherfuckers don't even know who you is no more. CeeLo Green, prime example. I'm gonna tell you, I know a nigga. I just went up there, no phone. I ain't had no phone. I ain't looked this shit up, nothing. CeeLo Green, prime example. Killed this whole career. The nigga was on, what's that shit where he was judging motherfuckers in a chair? Motherfucker said he touched them, did something to him, came back, he didn't do none of that shit. He out the chair, he ain't none of that shit no more. Gone. Nobody remember him no more.
Talk about The Voice?
Yeah, he was on The Voice.
He was on The Voice.
Gone.
What happened?
Cause a motherfucker said he touched him, he raped him, or some all type of crazy shit she said. He got under investigation for the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen. None of it was true. Nobody want to fuck with him no more. She killed this whole career and none of that shit is true. She live a good life now. You good. He fucked up. Yeah, I got three teenage daughters. I also got a son.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't got a son.
That shit not easy like that. Somebody can easily. I got fired from Slows because a bitch said I rubbed up against her. I held the door open for her because she was coming in with her bike. She wasn't even my type.
They wanted to fire you though, anyways. Like they fired me, so that's.
They put sexual harassment in my motherfucking.
So now that's on your.
When I go to, I gotta tell them sexual. What? I never touch you.
It was probably Mike hating ass that initiated the shit.
I think she told Terry. I think Mike was the nigga who fired me, but cause I ended up cutting nigga grass and I didn't like that. But that's cool. But the thing is, like, I understand. Nobody got no way paid for them, but who got it? Who got more of people leaning on their side? The female. The system leans on the female side.
Wait, no, stop. That's not true. Please, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Nah, that's not true. Nah. As a black man, living in a white man's world, dealing with white women, I could see why you might think that. But as a father to 3 daughters, I need you to understand that's not true.
I don't deal with white women.
I didn't say you did, but you're going to work with them.
Oh, yeah, I work with them at all.
And that's how you ended up in the situation you was in, or was the lady black?
No, she was a white woman.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's not true. Systematically, this system is that's why you had women's suffrage and the women's movement. This society does not care about respect, protect women, especially not black women. White women get put above black men. So yes, if you a black man and a white woman says something about you, especially excuse me, don't let it be sexually charged. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you probably gonna be on the losing end of the spectrum. But that's about the only way a woman is gonna win over a man is if it's a white woman against a black man. That's the only way.
Any woman.
No.
Any woman.
No.
Any woman.
Black woman against black man.
I can't speak for what it's going like against a white man. Any woman against a black man.
No.
Any woman against a black man, you got a higher rate than winning, and I don't care what. Unless he absolutely have receipts on, and it's a money issue or something like it has to be more so money issue. Don't let it be no what if it's child support, boy, you better had that baby, and you better have all your receipts for what you done paid for to have this baby to show that you done bought this shit for this kid. Because and the way that the system is gonna think that as soon as this baby left, it went to how they planned this shit out to be.
Okay, you guys, like, share, subscribe. We gonna talk about this next week. We gonna talk about child support. We've been on here 3 hours, and I can talk about that for 3 hours. So let's save that for next week. Yeah, let's save child support for next week. That's a great topic to start it off with, along with, of course, the current events for the week. You know, we might bring on some questions. We definitely gonna bring on some of our other segments, like highlighting music. We talked about a movie today. Did we talk about music? No, we didn't talk about music. So next week we're gonna talk about some music. We're gonna highlight a dispensary. We forgot to talk about Leaf and Bud, but none of this is sponsored. Okay, all of this is allegedly. Okay, and that's just that on that. I'm your girl Jen checking in.
Shout out to your boy. It's your boy T-Double.
Okay, subscribe to both of our individual channels. Mine is Jen checking in. Life of T-Double.
Hey, I just did some new shit too, man. Tune into my shit, man. Y'all gonna love that shit.
Yes, check out his Kendrick Lamar video on Life of T-Double, as well as he does food reviews, cooking, sports.
I don't be cooking. I may cook
Because I'm like, you got a couple of things that you cooked on there, so.
Don't be looking forward to that, though. It's a privilege if y'all get that. I don't be doing that for real. I just be eating. I don't be cooking.
So, yeah. Occasionally, every blue, pink, purple moon, you might get him cooking something, recreating something, or something like that, or messing around in the kitchen. But mostly we eat, we travel, we are outside in these streets, lifestyle, health, wealth, beauty, entertainment, sports, travel. That's what is gonna be prevalent on my channel, especially Jen checking in. T-Double, he'll pick from those that he wanna fuck around with, I guess. We both are new to focusing on content creation. I've been doing content creation for about 4 years, but I haven't been focused. Okay, so let's just be honest with that.
They call it a niche. We're trying to find that niche.
Yeah, yes, niche. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys.
What's that, babe?
What's that, babe? I appreciate you guys.
I don't know if she in New Orleans or Alabama, but
I appreciate
she
you.
practicing something, y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and being with me, you know, shooting in the gym. All right. Now, we've been shooting. All right. We've been shooting from the 3-point line. All right. We've been out there in the trenches with the hogs. All right. And I appreciate you guys for digging in and getting dirty with me. All right. I really do. T Double is just as appreciative for you guys jumping in while he shoots in the gym, while he does suicides on the field, the football field, because whether you guys uh, know it or not, if you're new here, you may not know he is a semi-pro football player and a football aficionado. Okay, football connoisseur, and trust and believe we get down. When the Lions come back, we're going to be back traveling with them. Go check out both our sites. Both our pages on YouTube, and you can see us traveling with the Lions in 2024. Life of T Devil, LYFETDOUBLE. Life of T Devil. And Jen checking in, because I'm checking in with you. I'm checking in to cities, states, countries, and hotels worldwide, giving you the 411 on where to stay, where not to stay, what to do, where to pray, how to pray, when to lose. Because sometimes you got to lose to win, all right?
All the time.
You girl Jen checking in. And that's going to be it for tonight. Baby got to go to work tomorrow. I'm off. So
I don't got no job. I need y'all to cash at me. Hey, man, y'all have a good one.
Tommy, you ain't got no job. Yes, he do. He got a job. And we're going to be getting up early. But you can still cash app us. We might need to make a... Anyways.
Y'all have a blessing. Be safe. Good night.
So, look. So, is this...
Call.
Oh, so it's a call.
Yeah.
Basically. All right.
That's how you do it. Press it. Press end call.
Leave.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to mess with it. Okay, script.
Oh, it's going to be on there. Oh, my God. It's going to be on there.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Session for all. Okay. They shooting with us in the gym right now. They know what's up.